Hi, you guys. I want to talk a little bit about anger this week. Anger is an emotion that a lot of us have been led to believe is bad or wrong. It's not healthy, it's damaging, it causes problems when really anger is one of our greatest allies, our greatest tools and resources. And the reason for that is that anger really allows us to see where, for us, in our experience, a boundary has been crossed. We feel like we have been violated in some way. There is something that is not okay or not right for us, or there's a want or need that has not been expressed or met. And anger allows us to, it's a gauge. It allows us to stop and check in and say, okay, what is not right in this situation? What inside of me is being triggered and why? Where was there not a boundary that should be in place? Or where did I express a boundary and it was not respected or considered? And anger is so healthy. So every emotion that we have is healthy, it's natural, it's human. Anger only goes wrong when we direct it in a really hasty and unclean way towards another person. So we're not able to separate out our stuff, what our trigger is. What we might be projecting onto someone else, we're not able to separate that out and we attack and we go after them. That's when anger can be damaging, especially in a relationship. It can also be damaging if we sit in it and we stew and we fester and we let it boil over and eat us inside. When an emotion is moved, so it's expressed in a healthy and natural way where you're not causing harm to someone else, you're not directing it at someone in a way that is harmful, it's very, very healthy. And something that I've been doing with my anger, so anger is not an emotion that I really allowed myself to feel or express for a big chunk of my life, especially in my romantic relationships. And in the last couple years, I have really allowed myself to get angry, to be pissed off when I am pissed off, to get ranty about things that I'm really passionate about. And what I am doing is I'm taking my anger in each situation. So it's really hard to make me angry. It's really hard to piss me off. But when it happens, I have learned to transmute it. So to shift it into a different resource, a different energy, to channel it in a different direction. And there have been many instances in my relationships of all kinds, professional, friendship, family, romantic, where something is said or done that is not okay. It is not right. And because it is not right or not okay, to me, from my experience, because a boundary is not being respected, because it's being violated, because there's a way or a want and a need that I have that is not being met. So when I feel my anger, I really tune in and I let myself feel it. So for those first few seconds, even minutes, sometimes hours, I'm really upset with the person or the experience that is happening. And the more that I allow myself to just freely feel that, to just feel my anger, to not make it wrong, to not misdirect it, to not let it fester and burn and eat me up inside. I just feel I'm angry. I'm mad about this. This is not okay. I let myself feel that. And then I expand it. So I let it get bigger than the person or the situation at hand. And the reason for that is that anger is such a powerful fuel for me in my work and for a lot of entrepreneurs that I work with. Excuse me, a lot of my clients, when they get angry, when they allow themselves to get angry, it is such powerful fuel, and they will be the most clear that they have ever been in those moments where they're expressing it. Once they get past the, I'm hurt in this way, I'm mad at this person for this, that wasn't okay, all of those initial feelings, once they move past that and into the reason why it is upsetting to them, the reason why it is not okay to them in this world based on their values and visions and beliefs and what they're really passionate about, they are so clear, they are so directed, and they are so motivated in that moment to do something about it. And that is where anger is such a powerful ally and tool. For me, when I get in those situations with people, after I'm done with that initial anger, it gets bigger. And I am so upset with the world for shaping humans that behave in a certain way, for allowing us to be so unconscious and so disconnected from ourselves. People are sleepwalking. They're unaware. They're unaligned. They are not tuned into themselves, let alone other people. And we are hurting each other we are hurting each other because there is so much that we have not been taught. And all of those things that we have not been taught are a really big part of the Institute work that I'm doing that will be coming soon, and is a big part of the work that we do at Call of the Void, especially inside journey mapping. So especially, whether you've downloaded one of my free guides, whether you've read my articles, whether you've done the program or are thinking about it, most of the work in Call of the Void is all about getting clear on who you are, getting clear on the purpose of your path, stepping into who you're here to be and the work you're here to do, doing that deeper healing work, really understanding yourself for who you are and what it is that you want and why, and doing that deeper work to heal and grow and step into more. So again, I allow my anger to transmute. I allow it to fuel that part of me that is pissed off that the world is the way it is and that people are hurting each other the way that they are, and that when we are in our darkest, hardest chapters, people don't know what to do with us. We're not able to be supported. We're not able to get the resources that we need from the people immediately surrounding us. So, not to go off on a tangent, but I allow my anger about the situation to grow bigger and to remind me why I do what I do. And when that happens, again, that doesn't excuse certain things. It doesn't mean I dismiss what happened and I, blame the world for someone's behavior. There are conversations that need to be had. There are boundaries that need to be set. Sometimes there is release that needs to happen. Sometimes the relationship, it just is not going to survive something, and that's okay. All of that is okay. However you want to resolve the conflict between you or the other person and the experience is up to you, but taking that anger and really channeling it into something. Get mad, feel your feelings, know that it is healthy to move those feelings, to express them, to channel them into something else, and let it be the fuel that you need to move into some kind of action, whether that's having a conversation with someone, setting a new boundary, deciding to completely change and transform your life, or fueling you in the work that you are here to do. Anger is a powerful, powerful tool. So tell me in the comments below how anger shows up for you, what your relationship to it is, what are the beliefs that you hold about it, and how will you attempt going forward when you do get angry or pissed off to allow yourself to feel it fully and express it in a healthy way, and then channel it into something different, something action-oriented. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I will be back next week with another video.